Welcome. Today we are starting episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow, and we're continuing to use our tarot cards as what we're using to make our decisions for us. So I would highly recommend going back and watching those first, I think, 2 episodes, so that way you know what's going on. And let's get this started. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are looking there, right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tingling into a knot of anxiety wiggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. Yeah, because we picked to save, we saved Duke instead of Gretchen, I think. Yeah. Yep, sorry, Gretchen. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Okay. First one. Ooh, wow. 0 beginnings. I swear that literally was just what I drew. I did not make that. I did not do that on purpose. So 0. I'm just gonna let that one be like a freebie, like I get to pick it. Let's look out the window. Wayne! I'm totally doing a playthrough right now where I use every flirty option that I can with him. I know he's gross, but his character is very intriguing. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you've finished waking up. 9 of staves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Put your clothes in the dresser. You never wound up putting your clothes away yesterday. Might as well get that out of the way before you start the day. Aw. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. 3 of staves. Oh, close the drawer. Gently smack. Close the drawer. Okay. You close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer next. It's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag. But there's no going back now. Yeah, you probably should have just kept it in your bag. Everything is just coated in dust. Like layers upon layers of dust. 3 of swords. Get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Dang it. Closet's not really that interesting, but I would have liked to have texted Stella. I don't think Stella's gonna like us in this playthrough. We've been kind of mean. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. The cat eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. 5 of pentacles. 3, 4, 5. Pet her. You know you can get this cat to like you. You're good with cats. You approach cautiously, holding your hand at a non-threatening angle, showing Frou-Frou that you were a friend, not foe. You withdraw your now bloodied hand. It's all part of the process. A few scratches aren't enough to deter you. You're certain she'll come around. Hey. You sure took your time getting up. 10 of staves. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. It's like 8 a.m. I'm not joking. I've seen them with my own 2 eyes. It's not safe here. Is that what Stella's frightened into you? I have no idea what you think you saw last night, but that girl is always chasing her own shadow, thinking it's Bigfoot. This is just a sleepy mountain town where nothing ever happens. I'm not about to flee in terror just because Stella thinks she saw some ghouls. Anyways, I'm running late, so listen up. I wanted to make sure I relayed this message in person in case you decided to ignore my text again. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there, and not because of monsters. You could fall down a cliff. You could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere. You could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe, and just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. I want you home by sunset from here on out. Oh, don't gaslight me. Street smart and book smart. Two of Pentacles. Can I hang out with you today? I don't want to be by myself. At the mines? No. Princess of Swords. Princess is 11, Princess 12. Queen is 13, King is 14. So, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How dare you dismiss me like this? I'm dead serious, Tabitha. I'm not making any of this up, and I can't believe you won't so much as hear me out. Get over yourself. You know what I have to deal with this week. I have every right to be snippy with you for causing me more stress. What do you even expect me to do here? I've seen Stella's shaky cam home movies. They're nonsense. If you could hear yourself right now, you'd dismiss this too. I'm late enough as it is. I'm going to work, and I expect to see you here at sunset. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam at the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. A text from Stella. Hey, hope you're holding up okay, or as good as you can with all the stuff we saw last night. I was up most of the night on cryptid forums. No real answers yet. I'm at the library now if you want to join. I have scones. Ace of Cups. Scones? Say no more. Ghost her. And that's that. Time to start your day. Who do we get to investigate? 21, the world. So yes, because that would be odd, an odd number. Yes. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpses of something you saw from your upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. Look at the cute little guy. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Oh man, 2. Hell no, go back inside. If you investigate further, I think you can... I don't think you need a special trait, maybe I'm wrong, but you can find goop left behind by Wayne and a footprint. On second thought, you've been through enough in the past 24 hours. You'd rather not put yourself in another potentially horrifying situation. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Head to town. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still. At least for now. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feels less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Look who I found at library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. What was Kanika's voice? I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol, and I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. I don't know what kind of voice to do for Kanika. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers. Is that how you say that? Harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Eight of staves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang, I need those scones. Bert. Almost back to town. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you, no scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed, as if they happened to someone else. Oh hey, Esmeralda. We were just... what was that? We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and, well... That's right. I hadn't met Sybil yet. You're the best thing to come into town since the coal mine. No, that's not. That ain't right. What's an old lady voice? You're the best thing. You're the best thing. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You're the best thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. I'm Sybil. I run the tea house. I believe you've met my daughter's friend Stella. You went out with her last night, right? That sounded weird. Did something happen out there? She's barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't with her. They're never apart. Dude, I don't know how voice actors do it, because I cannot change my voice to save my life. 10 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just got some really good footage is all. I'm traumatized and not ready to talk about it yet. Okay, I get it. Sounds like you've been shaken up pretty bad. I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. If you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. But no pressure. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Esmeralda. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Ooh. Alright then, keep your secrets. I haven't gone that one. I've never picked that option. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. But before I go, a word. Stella stopped by last night and told me about what happened in the woods. I've seen your footage. I know what you two went through last night, and I know what you saw. Those creatures are real. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. I've told Stella and my daughter as much as I know, though I'm afraid that's not very much. King of Cups, so that's 14. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, jeez. 12, 13, 14. What kind of destruction are we talking about here? If there were just one or two, I'd say maybe a bridge collapse. Maybe a bad accident. But this many, multiplying like they are, I couldn't tell you. 8 of Pentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh, no. No offense, but that all sounds far-fetched. Okay, well. Sorry, but I guess we're gonna miss out on all these other dialogue options. That sucks. But that's what the cards have decided. No offense, Sybil, but all of that sounds far-fetched. I have no idea what Stella and I saw in the woods last night, but I'd be hard-pressed to believe that it was magic. I appreciate your skepticism. It reminds me of my daughter, but believe me when I say I'd gladly welcome any other explanation. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, Esmeralda, and God bless. You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, whatever. I guess we're missing out on those two. Straight to the library it is. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Booksmart. This is a good place. Oh hey, you made it! 2. Wisdom. Shush Stella and point at all of the books before heading over to her table. This is a library. Hey, it's nice to meet in person. I'm Kanika. Stella filled me in about last night. You made it! Glad you could join us. You look tired. I feel like Kanika sounds the same as as my OC main character. Oh well. King of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. I need a deeper voice for him, but I don't have that. I just don't have it in me. 9 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Your library is incredible. I can't imagine how much work you've put into maintaining this sort of collection. Oh, thank you. Hey, Oscar, this is Esmeralda. You know, Tabby's cousin? Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was a little kid when she left. But that scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian, and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind, but speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. With a capital T. I just went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. Eight of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. Ditchlings? Oh, you must have run into Kaniko's mom on your way here. Glad we don't have to bring you up to speed. Well, you kinda do, because I skipped a bunch of information. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of them? They were cryptid, and seeing one's supposed to mean a disaster's around the corner. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. It's cute. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in these woods. Get out while you can. King of Staves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah. Get out while you still can. I think we're just like trying to scare everybody because we walked into the diner and was like telling everyone to leave. Leave while you can. The woods are chock full of monsters, and Sybil said it's only gonna get worse. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Esmeralda. If you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him! Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. I like this. These are cute. Love it. I'll be doing most of my research online. You never know what kind of weird biases the folks writing these books might have. Whatever you find online might be biased too, you know. Which is why we cross-reference things. Yeah, you're right. It's good to cast a wide net. Guess the books are up to me and Esmeralda. Boom, boom, bop. Reading awaits. Oh boy. Okay. This will be fun. 5 of Cups. What do we start with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Historical buildings. Just the thought of reading a book like this would probably put most people to sleep. But you've got a mystery to solve, and to solve it, you need to know everything there is to know about this town. And yes, I am going to do Nevermind, if that's what the cards want. 5 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Scarlet Hollow First Baptist Church. First buildings constructed by Scarlet Hollow. Sits on an original foundation. Building was reconstructed to accommodate the citizens during the coal boom of the late 1800s. Attendance has dwindled since the collapse of 1918. Fallen into disrepair. Simple vaulted ceilings evoke awe to any who enter. 8 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Hiram Scarlet Memorial Hospital. First used as a field hospital during Civil War. Silas Scarlet's eldest son perished in a bloody conflict. Oh, it was named for him. Still stands there and serving the community for over 100 years. Late 1800s, town prospered from a coal boom. Additions were built onto, and it was opened as a change of air clinic, bringing in prestigious clientele from around the world. They believed the fresh mountain air would do them well. Scarlet Hollow became a tourist destination. Clinic still operates as a doctor's office and stands as a building of cultural significance. 15, 16, oppression. 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16. Are the cards saying that the Scarlet Estate is a place of oppression? In a way, I think it probably is. Inarguably the most striking piece of architecture, most elaborate, elegant estate in the region prior to construction of Biltmore in 1895. Andrew Jackson Scarlet chose it atop a hill for its geographic center, so it might be seen from the town below. Constant reminder of the family who carved Scarlet Hollow from the wilderness and provided wealth and prosperity to its residents. 10 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. The Tremaine Homestead. I haven't been here or the church in this game yet. Or they haven't, like, made that an option, basically. We haven't explored it yet, so I wonder if this is another place that we might explore at some point in this game. Situated on the edge of Scarlet Hollow's farmlands, Tremaine Homestead, one of the earliest settlements, predating even the famous coal mines. Maintained the largest farm for many decades. Breakin family led to it being split in two, including the homestead. Despite the many name changes and made into two halves, the original log structures are still visible and maintained to this day. They are undoubtedly the oldest buildings left standing in Scarlet Hollow. Prince of Swords, so that is 12. So you're done here. Of course, we're gonna skip over the mines. Probably the most important one out of all of those. Alright, close the book and put it back. 7 of Cups. 2, 3, 6, 7. Veins of Scarlet. A history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Okay, well, at least we're doing that. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to war injury from the Indian Wars exacerbated by a short stint serving as captain in Confederacy, Silas Scarlet lost his eldest two sons to the bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry, managed to evade coal union for decades, making them the most profitable mines in the country, one of them. Built the surrounding town using expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street overseeing it all, elegant Scarlet State that was, until 1889, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Tragic collapse of 1918. It was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Stella's face here, yeah. That's my face when I first read that. The casualties included Andrew Jackson, Scarlet's eldest son, Theodore, who had taken over for his aging father during the bustle of the war, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, or the fifth Scarlet, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. This is how your family made its fortune. Real nice, isn't it? Queen of Pentacles, 13, 12, 13. Silas Scarlet, soldier, woodsman, leader. Born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings, grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time. Not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. Quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. Federal government granted the now Captain Silas tract bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War. Settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841, that land would become Scarlet Hollow. So they got that land because of what he did in the Indian War. Which he probably managed to get it because of probably some terrible acts that he did in the war, but still was rewarded for it, because that's just how people can be sometimes. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Jeez, that's so many children. And he had 12 siblings? Is that what it was? How? That just... no. Just no. Even 2 sounds like too many. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could, bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. 2 of Swords. So, not gonna do this one. Which kinda sucks, just because they're kind of interesting stories, but nothing that I think is really too earth-shattering or important for the story, for the overall story. I think I'm done. Let's check in. Alright. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here, but not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Cat! Yo. Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Princess of Pentacles, which is 11. Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? So cute. Look at him. Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. What a cutie. Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Four of cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you think there's a cult here? You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think that there's like a cult here? 3 of cups. Which I feel like this particular picture is almost kind of fitting for a cult. A lot of folks here feel tense and closed off. The whole vibe of this town is off, and it feels like folks are hiding something. Or maybe people here just aren't used to strangers. Princess of Cups. 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts. 19, the sun. 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. Talk about veins of scarlet. So about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I could get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice. Crevasse? Crevice? Is that the right word? Crevasse? Now I need to look this up.
Vass.
That's not really how it's pronounced, is it?
Vass.
Just Vass? Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Queen of Swords. That is 13. Oops. I have makeup on my wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? I ran into a miner on the way back last night who seemed sick. Oh, so we're gonna bring up Wayne. He called me out by name, too. Right? You called me about that last night. Super spooky. Oh, I did tell him? I couldn't remember. I told Stella, I guess. Oh god, are you talking about Wayne? That creep keeps coming around my mom's tea room. There's definitely something wrong with him. Like, viscerally wrong. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines. Maybe it infected Wayne, and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Huh, that could work. 7 of staves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Mines are obvious common thread. Not going to talk about Silas. Not going to talk about the nuclear incident. And not going to use our trait. We don't use our trait. Haven't been using our trait much in this playthrough. What do y'all think? There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? ... Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. You don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it. I used to have a DM who'd railroad me like this all the time. DM like Dungeon Master? I don't know what that means. Princess of Staves. So 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Darn it, I wanted to pick this. I don't even know what it means, but for the record, this wasn't my idea. We can make it quick. Just question a few miners and be done with it. The fate of the town might rest on our shoulders after all. Okay, I mean, I am sure that second part isn't true, but we've got to get to the bottom of whatever's going on. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Esmeralda. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Alright, I'm gonna leave this here. And next time we'll start off back at where at Reese's house, and then after that I think it's the mines. Yay. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, please give it a like. Please subscribe as well. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!